be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness.
Hi, I'm Cheryl,
I'm Audra.
and today we're going to give you some straight talk.
Straight talk about divorce. I am, by profession, a certified divorce lending professional, and I actually also own a divorce consulting company, Option 29.
And by profession, I am a realtor. I'm with the Rob Ellerman Group at Reese Nichols, and I also have been through a divorce and come out the other end. And we are here to share just some straight to the fact information with you today.
Definitely. See, you didn't pick up on this. Cheryl's the sweet one, and I am the salty one. So we've got both sides of the spectrum to really tell you what's what. And today, since we're rubbing up on the holidays, we're going to talk about going through a divorce during the holiday season. And I want you to know, personally, I did this, okay? I felt horrible, moved out of my own home during the Thanksgiving time, all right? Remember bringing my husband, while we were separated, going through the divorce process, a plate of awesome food. I mean, we have great food in my family for Christmas, but I felt so bad because I disinvited him. I said, I'm sorry, we're going through a divorce. We're not going to share Christmas together. That's how I felt at the time. And if that's how you feel at the time, that's totally cool, okay? You don't need to let other people make you wrong. But I brought him food, okay? It's tender. It's tender to navigate. So, Cheryl, what's your experience?
Well, you know, it's interesting, Audra. Just a couple nights ago, I was meeting with a client of mine, and she has just filed for divorce recently, and she's really worried about the holidays. And, you know, I don't think there's any one correct answer. I think the correct answer is what's going to work for you. One thing that I suggested to her is that she may want to create a new tradition with her kids. I think she was really concerned about having the family in to her home, and it's different because of the situation and everybody's uncomfortable, and she just has a lot of anxiety about what's going on.
You know where discomfort comes from? It comes when you're pretending. When you're pretending, okay, that everything's okay. Guess what? You're going through a divorce. You're not okay.
That's
all right?
Absolutely correct.
You're not okay. Nobody's okay going through a divorce. At first, you might be like, yeah, I'm getting the boop out of this mother. All right? But at the end of the day, no matter who is the catalyst for the divorce, it sucks. It is the death of your dreams, and nobody wants it. But what sucks more is too many people during the holidays feel like they have to pretend it's okay, everything's all right, we're going to make it through. We can just get through this. Stop pushing through, friends.
Well, holidays are all about traditions. And so I think that a lot of people, I know this is the way I felt. Mm-hmm. I wanted to keep those traditions alive because that's what my kids expected. Mm-hmm. That's what my family expected.
Is that what your kids expected, or is that what you had done all those times, so what you thought your kids expected?
You know, I think my kids wanted everything to be like it was before, and it just wasn't. Mm-hmm. You know, so that makes it really hard. So I think what I learned, the first year I tried to just keep everything the same, and that did not work. Everybody was uncomfortable. I was miserable. My kids were miserable. Everybody was miserable. But we were all trying to pretend we weren't. I learned the next year that I wanted to start a new tradition. I think something that we had never done before.
Ooh, what'd you do?
Took a trip.
Okay.
You know, and I think you can build new memories. And I think that might work for some people. It might not work for you. That worked for me and my family.
True.
And I think that was a great way to go, to try something new, build a new tradition. What are some suggestions you might have?
You know, what I just thought of was your instinct. Okay, so if I could do anything, really, it would be to listen to my internal guidance system. That's how I'm going to gauge whether or not I'm really okay, whether or not I'm really pretending. You don't need to do whatever now, okay? There's nobody needing an answer now. right? The holiday season, although you may receive a plethora of invitations, you can say thank you for inviting me. Let me get back to you. And pause. And then really reflect within yourself. I, every year, actually sit down with my family and say, okay, what do we want our holidays to be like this year? Do we want to go on a trip? I don't know. And if the answer is perpetually, I don't know, most of the time that means no, okay?
Right.
I don't know is often no. And when inside it's a yes, like it's really a yes, you know it. So if it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no, you know? And it's okay to not have a tradition anymore. The tradition can be, let's figure out what we want to do and make our own way each year anew. And that's totally okay to not have something consistent and finite. I love our timer going off to try to make sure that we're on time and on task, because that's what us divorcees that are mothers and business owners have to do, is stay on schedule. So if we're going to land this plane for holidays and going through a divorce with straight talk, what do you think we recap by saying today?
You know, I think every individual person is different, and what is going to work for your situation may not work for your situation or my situation. I think you have to delve deep inside, do some meditation, whatever works for you, finding your true self. Talk to your family and just come up with a plan that's going to work. I would suggest don't just wing it and say, oh, we're just going to do this and it's all going to be okay. I think you need to have a plan in place.
Totally. Make a plan, figure it out, don't wing it. This is Audra and Cheryl with Straight Talk.